Jackie Baker, Los Angeles, California, 49. Don't tell anybody that though. I've been using ph360 for about 30 days now. So I was struggling with a handful of issues, and I think probably most obvious was I was gaining weight, which I couldn't seem to get off. I was incredibly stressed out, kind of more work rather than life related, but plenty of stress as it related to that, and what I'm doing in the world as it relates to career. The improvements I've seen over the last 30 days, twofold. I think the two biggest things I've seen is the food suggestions that I incorporated into what I was using as a diet plan resulted in me losing probably 4 or 5 pounds. I felt better. I have more energy on, like, I play some tennis, so I get more energy on the tennis court and things like that, where I can actually see a difference. But equally as important, I found it okay to say no to things I didn't like that were causing me stress as it related to my career. I'm kind of a person who wants to take on every challenge, and I found that by saying no to some things that were a real pain and that weren't probably going to benefit me, that it freed me up to have the space to do the things that, you know, turn me on and ultimately will make me a bigger success in that arena. And that, I think, is just as valuable as losing 5 or 10 pounds and feeling a little bit lighter. I think the revelation that what you put in your mouth will actually translate to how you're feeling and looking. And I grew up really thin and fit and played a lot of sports, so I never, you know, I kind of mindlessly eat things and didn't really track them and what the results might be. And especially as you age, I think metabolism slows down, and I wasn't really making that connection, even though I think it was pretty obvious, my waistline. But that, just the consciousness and awareness around food and what you're putting in and what the results are. I mean, that, it made me really stop and think about what I was ingesting. And then I think just the ability at this stage of my career to say, I'm not doing that. I am excited to be using ph360 going forward. And the interesting thing is, like, I want to be even a little tighter with it for a week or two and sort of see if, I mean, I didn't do it 100% because it's, you know, who could do anything 100%, but I want to, I mean, I'm challenged to, I like the results I saw after 30 days, and I've got a Hawaii trip in a couple of months with my besties, so. I haven't seen anything, and I haven't done anything like ph360 before, in the sense of the kind of comprehensive nature of it. It's got the 5 or 6 different elements to it. I've done diet and exercise. I've worked with tons of different people in that regard, and I've done life coaching and you know, sort of career coaching and things like that. But it's a great program, and I think it's an amazing resource, especially for folks that really want to know where to start. It's a great, you know, kickoff, if you will, to getting your life kind of organized the way you want it to be. I'd absolutely recommend ph360 to almost any and everybody that I know. For me, it was the sort of kick in the pants I needed to kind of examine what I've been doing, and it pointed out a few areas I could really challenge myself and improve and make myself feel better. And by doing that, you know, I think making everybody that interacts with me feel a little bit better. I loved the whole, I love the coaching along with the ideas, because I needed some guidance, especially earlier. I have a few questions still, but the teamwork that went into the sort of keeping you on track and keeping you sort of understanding what it was intended to do, which is have a great outcome, whatever that means for you. I think if I could offer anything, it would be try this out for 30 days. I mean, it's a tiny snippet of time, and I'm not a huge proponent of anything right off the bat. I like to try something out and see what results I get, and then maybe share it. And if I don't get results, obviously I wouldn't share it, or I'd share those. But overall, I loved it, and I think that, you know, if somebody like me could benefit from this, then just about anybody could.